Winona Ryder, 51, reprises her legendary role 35 years after the original film. During the highly anticipated sequel's Thursday shoot, Winona Ryder once again assumed the identity of her legendary Beetlejuice character. As excitement grows for the sequel, the actress, who is 51, wore Lydia Deetz's signature spiked black hair while shooting scenes in Hitchin, Hertfordshire. In a first look at shooting, she was seen sitting in the passenger seat of a Tesla that was set up with camera equipment as she was driven out of a closed school. She sat next to the male driver, who was thought to be her co-star Michael Keaton, who will play Beetlejuice again in the 2024 sequel. Winona, reprising her part 35 years after the original, wore Lydia's distinctive fringed hairdo and a black gown with white stitching on the collar. She decided to wear a gothic pale white makeup palette and a hint of lipstick, since she looked eerily similar to how she appeared in the first Beetlejuice movie. The cast and crew of Beetlejuice 2 have already begun filming scenes since the start of production on May 10 in London. After the release date for the much-anticipated sequel was announced, we got our first look at the movie being made. This month, it was revealed that the Tim Burton horror movie from 1988 will have a sequel that will come out on September 6, 2024, 36 years after the first one. Winona and Michael will be back in their well-known roles, and Variety said that Jenna Ortega will join Beetlejuice 2 as Deetz's daughter. Justin Theroux will also play a part that hasn't been told yet. Michael Vukadinovich wrote the script for Beetlejuice 2, which will be made by Brad Pitt's company, Plan B. There were unconfirmed speculations about Johnny Depp's post-defamation trial comeback with the Beetlejuice sequel over a year ago. Johnny Depp just made his big-screen comeback with the French biographical movie Jean de Barry. We don't know yet if the rest of the group, including Alec Baldwin, Geena Davis, Jeffrey Jones, and Catherine O'Hara, will be in the sequel directed by Tim Burton. In the first Beetlejuice movie, married couple Barbara and Adam Maitland perished in a car accident and their ghosts haunted their former house. In a desperate attempt to keep the Deetzes from taking over and remodeling their home, they hired the titular bioexorcist to scare the family away. The nefarious Beetlejuice then wreaks havoc on Charles and Lydia Deetz, as well as their daughter Lydia, who is the only one who can see the ghosts. There have been over 3 decades of talks and attempts to get a sequel off the ground since the premiere of the original film. The island-set sequel Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian was almost made for the cult classic in the 1990s. The idea was finally put on hold, however, as Tim and Michael focused their energies on the acclaimed 1992 action-adventure movie Batman Returns. In the middle of the 2000s, Michael and Winona were both supposed to be back for the sequel of another project. But because Burton kept missing deadlines and making schedule changes, the project had to be put on hold again in 2019. Beetlejuice was a hit with critics and audiences, so it was turned into a cartoon show that ran in the late 1980s and early 1990s. The horror comedy was adapted into a musical in 2018, and it is still performed on Broadway on occasion to this day. Are you excited to see how the sequel will turn out? Do you think it will turn out better than the original? Go ahead and leave your comments down below. We appreciate your time watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you'll be the first to know whenever we post new content. Have a great week!